Hey, good morning to you. Jesus is still Lord. Excuse me. Hey, the devil's defeated. Thank God the word works, but you got to do it God's way. And it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I do these things kind of early, and I'll do a couple of them today. The Lord corrected me about something this morning. I mean, just, nothing big, but just boom, well, it's correction. And I thought, I don't want to do that. Well, I've learned to realize that when God brings correction, it's for my good, not His good. Now, I love God, do the things that He asked me to do, and I am willing and obedient. We've been talking to you somewhat this week about being willing, and willing is to do and obey your Father. Now, strife, the number one tool of the devil. So I'm going to bring some correction to you. It's going to be a little hard, but it's for your good. 15 years ago, when we moved out here on the lake where we live now, I decided to do away with television. I just decided I don't need that junk going on in my house, 10 hours a day, 50 hours a day, whatever. I just didn't need it. And I realized I was having a little trouble, be it in strife, with the news media, the Democrats, the Republicans, or whatever's going on. And I didn't need that. So I got rid of the television. Well, God corrected me this morning. He said, what good did it do to get rid of the television when you watch the news every day on that, that little thing that I can use to be a blessing to you, that telephone that I'm coming to you on? He said, you spend more time in that than you do in the Word, especially over the last few days. Oh, dear God. And I've been in strife with the news media. I've been in strife with the Republicans and the Democrats. I've been in strife with the Baptists and the Methodists and half of the world. Now, watch this. Where envying and strife is, this is James chapter 1. I believe this is verse 17. Where envying and strife is, there is confusion. Watch. And every evil work. Excuse me. So there are two things that I want you to get here today. I won't be on this for several days. There's two things that you cannot afford, and one of them is strife. The other one is the love of money. And somebody says, well, I ain't got no money. Well, listen, there's people that don't got no money that loves it and would do anything they could to get it, and it's the love of money that's the root of all evil. But watch where strife is. Getting it mad at your husband. I got to go back and tell you this story since I got over on that money thing. 30 years ago, maybe 40 years ago, but my wife and I believe in God. Man, we've been believing God our whole life. We didn't have no money. We're talking 30 years ago when a $100 bill was a lot of money. Somebody had given us a $100 bill. I don't remember if it came in the mail or somebody walked up to me and gave it to me, but we had this $100 bill. I saw that as a new fishing rod. In those days, I didn't have a fishing boat or a lure or a rod, and I saw that as a fishing rod. And I watched Pat's eyes go, pair of shoes or new dress, whatever. $100 is a lot of money. It's worth, thousands back then. And I realized, man, I don't want her to spend that $100. It was given to us, and us means me. So it's for me. And I realized she's looking at it like something she could buy. And I realized, we in strife over this thing. I'm going to get mad if she spends it on an outfit. She's going to get upset at me if I buy fishing stuff. And you know what we did? We took that $100 bill, we talked about it, we said, honey, we cannot afford the strife in our house here. This thing's going to mess us up. We took that $100 bill, we put it in a piece of paper, folded it up in that paper, put it in an envelope, sent it out to Kenneth Copeland because we knew we'd be better off without it than to let the strife come in that would bother us. Now, I'm preaching to you. Quit being upset with how your wife spends your money. It's not your money, it's y'all's money. Quit being in strife with what your husband wants to do with the money. You can't afford it. That strife will cause your rest of your money to get away from you. I mean, the devil comes in to steal, kill, and destroy, but the main way he does it is by getting in strife. You can't afford to watch television and the news, or like I do sometimes on this telephone. You can't afford to sit there and say, well, I don't like that, man. Did you hear what he said? Oh, man, that preacher, that television evangelist, did you hear what he said? Then you turn around and you tell somebody else what he said. You're creating division in the church. You're creating division in the body of Christ. And you're getting in strife. Wasn't the way I wanted to go today, but you needed to hear that. Get the strife out of your life. Can't have it. I'm going to go to 2 Timothy or 1 Timothy tomorrow. Hey, saints, Jesus is Lord. He wants you to be blessed. But you can't be blessed when you're in strife with anything and everything that's going on. Have a good day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Jesus is Lord. Thank God. The word works.